What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. There was an officer that was shot, apparently. Standoff situation, reports of a hostage. I'm trying to find out what's going on. Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. An officer was shot inside an apartment. I want to see the other. Let's see here. Let's see what this witness here was saying. There we go. Let's see what this guy had to say.
Level is building. We understand our fan who worked the golf, and as he saw the officer that was shot run out of that building. It's a pretty compelling interview. So let's take a look at that again for those of you that have just joined us. Take a look.
Good morning.
Just staying away from it. That's the best thing.
Did you hear anything? Did you see anything?
Well, I was going to actually do that building. That's the building I work in, and heard gunshots going off, and saw a police officer run out the building. He was apparently shot. They drove him off, and now we got all this going on.
What's the name of the building?
RHM.
And around what time was this?
This is, 8 o'clock?
Just an apartment building?
Huh?
Just an apartment building?
Yep.
Or what goes through your head when you're trying to go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and you hear something like that?
We had another house situation about a month ago, so that was over on Colonial Drive, so it's not common, but kind of numb to it already.
And what are your thoughts, for the loved ones of that law enforcement officer?
I hope he's okay. I hope this all gets situated, but this stuff that happens around here.
You were talking about this earlier. When people see the story, what should they take away from
Just be safe out here.
Here at Southern Palms Mazda.
it? So again, you're just walking up to the house. This is a duplex, triplex?
This is like a multi-unit apartment building.
Okay. So, roughly where behind us are we talking about here? Like 3 deep, 4 deep?
If you go down this corner right here, make a right, it's right there, smack dab in the middle of the street.
And you said the law enforcement officer came out of the building, or was it in the parking lot, or?
He came out of the building, heard a couple shots going off when I pulled up on the golf cart. And I just seen him running out the building on this side. They rushed him into the car, drove him off pretty quickly, and then cars just start pulling up left and right.
Do you have any idea what led up to this?
No, not at all.
And did you see if it was a Cleveland police car, or was it sheriff deputies' cars?
I want to say it was Cleveland police. Yeah.
So you heard those shots?
Yeah.
So it was a very active situation when you
Yes,
got here?
yes.
And you said that was about an hour ago?
Yeah, they were already about 6 cars over here when I first pulled up over here, and that's when I heard the shots. I called my boss. Everybody came rushing, and then I just seen them running out the building on the side.
And what was your instinct? Did you try to get away?
I stayed far away.
Side of the stomach, side of the leg?
Side.
Stomach.
And what have been going through your mind over the past hour, seeing obviously this growing crowd trying to figure out what's going on?
Just trying to figure out if it's solved already, because that was a pretty big gun he must have been shooting out. There was a lot of shots going off.
Do you worry that, the shooter is still on the loose when it comes to your safety?
Not really. Not really. Because I know it has nothing to do with me, but just staying away from it, that's the best thing I can do.
Will you talk about the demeanor of those officers? What were they like as they were trying to help their folks?
It seemed like it was a pretty calm situation at first until I heard the gunshots. And that's when everything started scrambling, and now you see the scene now.
Live or work?
So a pretty compelling interview there from a man who witnessed basically I don't want to say the aftermath because this still continues, but he apparently at least heard the shots and saw the officer that had been shot. Again, we don't have an identifier yet. We don't know if this is a Cleveland officer, Cuyahoga County Sheriff's deputy that's been shot, or perhaps someone from the U.S. Marshals Violent Fugitive Task Force. We are seeing all three agencies currently present. And we do watch, we have been keeping our eye on a couple of the individuals who have been very emotional talking with the authorities out there at the scene. Certainly appears that they are connected to this scene. Are they connected to the individual that has barricaded themselves?
Barricade.
Good morning, Mel and chat.
Standoff.
Purple heart
Not exactly
emoji.
sure.
Hope
We've
everyone
just
here
been
has
able
an
to give you
amazing
the
day.
facts that we've been
Praying.
able to
Thank you.
Folded
confirm.
hands emoji for
This is
everyone
the
involved.
Glenville
Keep
neighborhood,
being great, Mel.
East
Love your
91st
friend.
Street and Stewart Avenue. It's only about a block off of St. Clair. 8 o'clock this morning, there was some sort of law enforcement presence at this RHM apartment building. An hour later, there are shots that ring out. We know one law enforcement officer was hit. According to the interview we just saw, the man who witnessed it, he saw a police officer running out of that building, clearly shot in the side.
Bro, that's
and
crazy,
they were
dude.
rushing him into a squad car to get him out of there. Didn't even
That's
wait
nuts.
for an ambulance. No need. Put him in a cruiser and quickly got that officer to university hospitals. We do not have a condition yet or a severity of the gunshot, and if it was one or multiple that hit this officer, as we are waiting for an update. But still an incredibly active scene. We can show you our other angle here. This is from a little bit further away and on the other side of the incident. You can see just past that do not enter sign on the left side, officers still in a staging area, making sure that they're in a safe spot as what we presume are negotiations still ongoing with the person that has barricaded themselves into an apartment building there. We have seen the police helicopter in and throughout the area, and in fact, I'm not sure if that's what we can see through those trees. And East 92nd Street. And this is where we've really seen the most action as far as police involvement. This is where we saw the SWAT members just about a half an hour ago head into this area.
That is crazy. U.S. Marshal agent was shot. Some type of, reportedly, some type of hostage situation, barricaded situation. And I don't know the condition of the officer that was shot. Crazy times, man. The end of days. The end of times. It's funny that people never show up, but then they show up today. And you think what's wrong? I wonder if there's any scanner audio. Let me check a look at that. Maybe not. Let me see. Oh, maybe there is. Let me see. I don't know if they're actually saying anything interesting on there. Let's check it out.
No backpack. She said they were reenacting what she thought was maybe a shooting from several weeks ago. No weapons seen. She just thought it was suspicious, wanted officers to check it out. It's going to be a 3, cat is 6319, 6319. Okay, copy. Copy. Thank you, 1048.
Good morning to you, ma'am. We will be as a 2-man in the 5th District to assist where he calls if needed.
Okay, well, I do have one. If you're ready, I'll give it to you right now.
Maybe he was serving a warrant. Yeah, I don't know.
The business owner was having such a time with
A search warrant this morning.
with us up
Oh,
there.
search
An arrest warrant. It's one or the other. And that started at about 8 o'clock. That person became barricaded, and at about 9 o'clock, the shots rang out from the person who was barricaded. I believe we're about to hear from City Councilman Mike Polensik. He is the chair of the Safety Committee for the City of Cleveland. That means police, fire, and let's listen in.
Shoot. And Safety Director apprised me this morning of the situation. This is not my ward, but he told me as Chairman of Public Safety for City Council, he allegedly was told that they were looking for him because supposedly 2 shootings in East Cleveland. And that's all I've been able to tell you. And he's out now. He's come out. So thank God no one else has been hurt. And hopefully the member of the U.S. Marshals Service is going to be better now as a result of this.
What's your reaction to that? Just seeing another officer shot in the line of duty.
It's tragic. The propensity for violence, I don't get it. You shoot at a police officer. You just no regard for law enforcement, for the community. There were people living in that building on that street, 91st Street. The level of violence we're seeing across not only our city, our country is outrageous. And somehow we got to figure out, how do we collectively as a society deal with this? How do we get the message across? The answer is not pulling out a gun and shooting at either a citizen or someone from law enforcement. It's outrageous, it's insane, but that's what we're experiencing in these streets today. And it's a lot of us. I mean, I'm living in a world I don't understand, quite frankly, and I'm disgusted by it, quite frankly. And thank God no other members of law enforcement were hurt, or no other members of this community who've been through a lot.
We talked to a mom. Her kids were in there alone while she took another to school, barricaded for, almost 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, just no regard for kids, no regard for moms in the neighborhood here, and it's extremely tragic. I'm dealing with things today. All of us are dealing with things today that we just shake our head and ask yourself why. Had he just given up, he might be out in a week. He might be out. He might be out on the street, bonded out. I mean, come on now, let's get serious here. Put the guns down. Put the guns down. Use some common sense here. If you need help, reach out to get help. But this level of just picking up a gun and shooting at people, or robbing people, or carjacking people, breaking into people's cars. And I was up in Little Italy on Monday. The number of cars with smashed windows. For what? What is this? People breaking in their cars up there.
Mike, do you have any update on the condition of the officer that
No,
was
I do
shot?
not. No, I do
not.
not.
Okay?
We're hoping that we heard it was non-life threatening. Let's pray that he's going to be much better as a result of his injury. And again, I commend all the men and women law enforcement that are here. You can see they're very restrained, very professional. And the helicopters were up, the drones were up. That's what they were intended for in situations like this. So again, I'm hoping the officer is going to be fine, and I pray for him and his family. And let's hope this individual, I have no idea who he is, they would not give me his name. Let's hope that he's come to his senses and he realizes what he did was wrong. That's all I can say.
Is this a dangerous individual?
If he's allegedly has been tied to 2 shootings in East Cleveland, I'm assuming he is. That's all I can tell. I don't know his name. I don't know what else his MO is. I don't know what other crimes or what he's done in the past.
Does this guy need to stay off the streets?
Well, there's a lot of people who need to stay off the streets that are packing guns, that are involved in criminal activity. That's all I can tell you.
Do you have an age range at all for him?
No, I do not. No, I do not at all. So I apologize for the phone ringing, but they're briefing me again. So that's all I can tell you. I mean, again, police officers, law enforcement who are here today, very professional, very restrained. And I have to say that because so often they get this tag or this label that they're just going gangbusters. No, they're not. You can see what they did here. They cordoned off the area. They were very responsible, very professional in their conduct, and there was transparency here. And again, I commend all of them, all the agencies, the sheriffs, the U.S. Marshals, Cleveland Police, FBI, everybody that was here. I commend them all. Okay, that's all I can tell you. Okay, gang, we'll see you.
All right, you've just been listening to an update from City Councilman Mike Polensek. He's also the chair of the Safety Committee for the City Council, giving us an update. And what he has said is that this situation is over. That is the good news. The man who was barricaded, the man who allegedly shot the U.S. Marshal, has come out and surrendered. You heard Polensek say that the individuals, the officers on scene from various agencies were very restrained. He said they could have gone in there, but they negotiated with this individual. And the best case scenario is that this situation is resolved with no one else being shot. That is the good news. We do not have a condition on the U.S. Marshal who was shot in all of this, but we hope to get an update again soon. What I'm going to do is we're going to wrap up in just a couple of minutes. Our 11 o'clock news is coming on Cleveland's 43, then our noon news. You know we are going to update you throughout those newscasts. In fact, there you see Brittany Weir. She will be giving us our first update coming up here at 11 o'clock, and then throughout that newscast, and then at noon as we learn more.
All right, so what a crazy situation. I got on late to cover it, but I guess they're saying it's over, and it was supposed to be a non-life-threatening injury that the officer got. Crazy, crazy, crazy. By the way, they arrested this guy from Florida. Remember that kid that said he was kidnapped and he was shot and all this stuff, and everybody was looking for him? Caden? Well, apparently, they arrested him now. He was charged presenting false evidence, shooting into conveyance, falsely reporting a crime, possession of firearm by minor. So they got his ass. He lied. The whole thing was a lie. I mean, I reported on that before. Let's see what else is going on. All right, I guess that's it. I'll be back if anything else pops off. I'm just kind of looking real quick too to see if there's anything else. Apparently, Hamas had killed some people after the hostage exchange. They executed some people, accused them of working with Israel.
Get it out. There was no way I could have it. I even took a couple photos up there, so. No, I think we'll get them on the screen. Really here.
All right, yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys later then. All right. Adios.
Yeah, I saw them. I got them originally coming out.
Where Mel gets upstairs, but never No, the barricade's over. I haven't heard about that 11-year-old.
Sit back here because they were flying theirs too. I saw they were crazy. Oh no, I didn't see the crazy one. I saw he popped over here because he was behind the Bearcat. Probably their eyes.
I have to check that out.
Because one was flying here and then there was another one down there. They both had